What's happening, YouTube? AcetrainerKage here, back again with another episode of Final Fantasy X. So I went and recorded this episode and finished the entire episode and didn't know that my mic was not recording. So my commentary is going to be off, if you can't tell. But when we're here in the last episode, we did go over here and walk the high road and beat our first summoner battle, which I was proud of. We were getting everything ready to make sure that we were ready for the journey next. Decided to go over here and check out where everybody was standing, give an update. Wakka's got sleep attack now. Tidus has delay attack now. Kimari was a thought. We're pretty much going around getting all his spheres, because his section is a very small section because he's a blue mage, and blue mages end up pretty much can do whatever. And so I was contemplating on deciding on where to take him, either into Tidus's area because we have a level 1 lock spear, or into Wakka's, give us status element attacks, or we could end up doing Lulu's, which goes into black magic. However, I went and looked at Riku's, which is right next. It takes 2 level 1 lock spheres to end up getting into, and we can end up getting used and steel, which are nice because getting Riku won't be coming for quite a bit. But more on that when we get back to it. Something else comes up in the episode for our situation, which I'll cover more of it in the next episode as well. Yeah, seeing how big Riku's is. But yeah, I'm using a new video recorder. Hopefully that'll help with the volume issues. I'm just mad that I hit mic and I must have turned it off or something, which is so upsetting. I really need a new mic. I've come to realize that I really need a new mic. The webcam mic that I'm using is not sufficient enough. It's not picking me up as loud as I want, but it's picking up everything else in the background loud as all get out. When you hear described that Lulu's got her next stage of magic, and Magic Break is next on Auron. We haven't really got that far on him, but he's literally the strongest character in HP wise. We are pretty much set up on items and everything. Everybody has their overdrives. Just so mad this didn't get recorded because it messes up all my reactions. It's horrible. And it's not like I can, re-record it or anything, so I have to re-record my audio. But Kimari has 4 overdrive attacks. We still have Valfor and Ifrit if we wanted to switch over. Everybody has their overdrives, like I said. Lulu with Fire Furies, with Fury attacks and stuff.
Mr. Rin's shops are all over Spira. They are quite convenient when you're on the road.
Yes, they are. But pretty much I knew there was something Albedish was in here, and I was looking for it. decided to check out what weapons and stuff they have. I don't have what they have in here, but it's really that situation of, do I really need it? I have a lot of the stuff that I already need early on in the game, like really good stuff like piercing sensor on Kamari with strength. Arn has piercing fire strike, which is really good for him. And then when it comes to the pearls, I mean, that does magic defense, but I already have HP ones, which really helped me out. Was thinking about Lulu's on hers, but she's more physical. I need more physical defense on her. Kumari's set when it comes to armor. And Waka really doesn't need it right now.
This might be the last time we can rest like this.
I've heard that the proprietor, Mr. Rin, is in Al Bhed. But I was very relieved to find that he keeps nothing sacrilegious here.
Decided to end up checking out their items. I didn't take an opportunity to. I noticed that they end up having grenades. I was also trying to figure out where we were, and I was like, do I have a map? Yeah, I do have a map. But we end up getting 6 grenades because I went in here and I was like, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm going to make Kamari go into Riku's section of the sphere grid. That way I am able to use grenades and stuff like that. Story time.
Check it out. That sunset was different from the one I saw in Kilika. It was quiet, almost gentle. What you up to?
Pretty.
Sure is.
I wish I could live in a place like this. Peaceful. Living with a smile on my face every day.
Told you guys this game is beautiful
You can, once you beat Sin, right?
for its time.
But then, a new sin will be born anyway.
Well, then you can just beat it again.
I wish I could.
Hey, you can. Trust me. You are the best summoner out
Look
there.
at him, Charm.
Yuna, why does Sin always come back?
Sin is our punishment for our vanity. And it will not go away until we've atoned.
How do we do that? What did we do that was so bad in the first place? Ah, was it using lots of Machina or something? Oh, wait, was that such a bad thing, really?
It's
Tita's asking
funny.
the hard answered questions.
Ever since I was young, I never questioned it. But now that you ask me if it is that bad or not, I don't know. There are so many things I don't know.
Well, then we're the same. Oh, such thinking is very unbecoming of a summoner. Sound like Micah?
That's not very nice, you know.
You know, during a game, you have to think of Blitz and nothing else, you know?
Okay.
I do have
You
a
can't
slight
think
issue when it
that's
comes
a cute
to
girl in the fifth seat
this
from the right.
specific scene.
And you can't be thinking about where you're gonna go on
one
that
of them
date,
is
because the
like
minute you
way
do,
to the
that's when
transition
you lose.
into each segment.
You see, Yuna,
It's kind of
what I mean is, you really shouldn't worry, you know? After we beat Sin, that's when you can worry about the future.
I
almost
guess.
awkward, but I mean, it does end up helping with the situation that they're in.
But Yuna, how are you supposed to beat something big like that?
The final summoning.
But it makes
It's the only
sense.
way to
It makes
defeat
sense. I will
sin.
end up giving it
The
that.
only way.
In a way, it makes sense.
With
of
it, we can call the
where
final
things go.
Aeon. That's the goal of the pilgrimage.
Wonder what the final Aeon looks like.
The faith of the final summoning lies waiting in the far north to greet summoners that complete their pilgrimage. At the world's edge in Xanarkand.
In Xanarkand?
She means the ruins of a city destroyed 1,000 years ago.
You sure it's ruins?
That's what I've heard.
You'll see it for yourself soon enough. Yuna, come back inside.
I always wondered why he kept his arm slinged like that.
You will go with us to Xanarkand?
Not like I have a choice.
Yeah. I'll go. I'll go to Xanarkand to see it with my own eyes. I knew it couldn't be my Xanarkand, but I had to make sure.
In a way, his questions go to the thing of when does it stop? How can it stop? How do you make it stop? So, that cutscene's done. I found the sphere down there and I was just like, oh hey, that's what I was looking for. And the skid runs up to me. Yeah, I'm a guardian. Gives me another level 1 key sphere. He asked me if I needed to know how to use it. I already knew. But the fact that we got another one, we got 2. Now I can go into Riku's section for Kimari and end up unlocking those. I was like, sweet. Now I'm definitely doing it. Saw the All Bed primer. That way I can end up reading what I already have and add it into my dictionary and get a rank up. Which I did. It kept asking me if I wanted to do other save data, and I'm trying to figure out. It's not coming up with what a prompt, so I was just like, wait. No, I think I'm done. Okay. So I did it twice, and everyone here, and I was done. And then compile, and then I pretty much ranked up. So it's like, sweet. So I was like, what does this lady have to say? There are so many things I want, I can't decide what to get. I was like, I probably should end up saving. But Foresight's 2020.
Pinto-sa.
Pardon me.
Sorry?
Ah, forgive me, sir. I meant to say pardon me, but it came out in El Bed.
Oh, you're in Al Bed.
I am Rin, owner of this establishment. Hela du Sadwi.
Huh?
Nice
It
to meet you.
means nice to meet you.
Ah, well, Helly do sad to you too.
If you are interested, El Bed primers can be found all over Spira. Finding them and learning our language might be
And it has
fun.
been for me.
Here, let me give you one in commemoration of our meeting. Although you might want to be careful where you speak our language.
R to H, which we already have in ours. Hakihan. So,
Yeah, I hear Al Bhed aren't liked much. Oh, sorry.
insensitive much.
Adeki Krisa.
Someone help! The Chocobos!
That's our cue. Let's go.
Huh?
Oh, thank you for your help. Please, use this.
Time for the then he gives us
Huh?
freaking mega potions, so dope right there. Decided to save because wanted to get this all bad stuff out of the way. So I went to the primer, primed our save data that we have. Decided to compile just in case. Still the same rank. So I saved that. Now, I knew what this big battle was going to be because me and my brothers have done it a trillion times. And I know that you have to hit this creature hard and fast, and it's weak to fire. So I wanted to make sure that Lulu was out first, hit her with haste by Tidus, and Kimari was already on overdrive, so I was going to use Fire Breath on it. And then I'll follow up from everyone else. Despite messing, spoilers, despite
To
messing
the
up,
Chocobo Corral.
it turns out really well. So, go to the corral. Stampede starts happening. Behold the Chocobo here. He's got feathers between his teeth. Ew. Drooling too. You ugly! You ugly! So, this is a pretty much tug of war battle. You have to hit it hard and fast if you believe in winning. You can win two ways. One, killing it, or two, pushing it off the edge. So I used Fire Breath first. Went to Fury. Fire of Fury. And I think I got it up to 4 times 5. 6 times. Knocked it on his back.
Now, hit it hard and we can push it back.
So Kimari was done, so I'm going to switch him out for Orin. And I'm going to end up hitting him with the overdrive. And I messed up here. So I was upset because I got to the last one. And then I pressed A instead of B. Ruined it. I was so mad. But it was enough to end up pushing it. So now it's back on its feet. Go back to her, to Lulu. I use Fire now, regular. Hit it with 1,000 damage. It tried to hit me and misses. Decided to go to overdrive for Tidus. And I miss. 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 I don't know what it is. I hit it too late or too slow. Not that much damage. Back to Lulu. Hit it with the Fire again. Another 1,000 plus damage. And it's got a lot closer to the edge now. Trying to decide what I'm going to do. So I decided to switch over to Wonka because he still has an overdrive. Switch over to his for reels. And I need fire. I forgot to switch on his weapon to a fire-based attack. So, this'll do. Kick it. He tries to hit me and misses again. Hit it with another fire up. He's at 28. That drops him down to about 12. 17, my bad. Hit it again. And and it just knocked him off. And I win. I messed up twice on 2 of my overdrives, but I still beat him. And what's funny, I end up getting 2 more level 1 key spheres and a blue shield. But the 2 more key spheres are freaking clutch. That means I can unlock so much more. So I'm happy.
Have you an interest in renting some chocobos?
Yes, we are red.
As a token of our gratitude, the first time is free of charge. Please, ask the attendant if you wish to rent.
Not gonna lie, Ren's looking like a handsome young man.
Thank you so much for saving the Chocobos.
So, look at it, so cute. I love Chocobos. Chocobos are the big chickens that are so gentle. And if you can see off in the distance, there's a chest and a save sphere over there. We'll come back to at some point.
Oh, hello. No
I
charge
wasn't trying
this
to
time.
get to her, I was trying to get to the writer. So I wanted to talk to her.
Summoners and Guardians, I saw the fight. I was impressed.
Decided to run around the back, see if there was anything. If you can see this canyon here, since it was a tug-of-war battle, if we didn't push it off or kill it first, it would end up pushing us off. And we would lose all that experience, all those items. We would also lose the opportunity for free ride on the Chocobo. So I decided to end up saving, just in case, before we end up traveling. I was trying to decide on what I was going to do, if I was going to cut off the episode there or not. I decided to continue on. Lulu does have a movement, so we can end up moving her. Get her some evasion points, and then I think I was just trying to figure out what I was going to do. But yeah, it's a tug-of-war battle, and if you lose all the experience, you lose the opportunity for a free chance to get free Chocobo ride this one time. So I ended up taking it. What's neat about it is that you can ride it, you can get off, you can walk around, you can get back on it. So it's not like the moment you get off, it's gone. As you see. But throughout this adventure, there are yellow flowers, or not flowers, but feathers laying about. And that's what I was looking for. So take the high road. See, there's a chest there that I'm going to have to get to later. And I find my first one right there. Which gave me a heat lance, which is going to be Kumari's, so it would be nice to see what that does. I found an Elfbed primer, so that does my our E's to I's.
Thank you so much for your words yesterday.
There's another chest down there, which we'll come back to.
A safe journey to you.
This is where the story begins. Up again. So, I decided not to go too far. Just going around, taking down on the low road now. And this would be the area that we get knocked down to. Looking around for more feathers, and there's one right there. Gives us a Thunderblade, which is going to be Tidus's, and a Scout. So we now have 3 different types of Scouts. I gotta go check what that Scout is. Still. Decided to come over here and interact with the Chocobo Knight.
What are you doing on this road?
Oh, you know.
I see. The high road ends over there. However, we have sealed off the area beyond for the duration of our operation here. You may ask the gate captain up ahead if you need to pass through.
Got some more in training up ahead. Oh, right there. So, looking around for feathers. Because it's been a while since I've seen them. So there's one. It's been a while since I played this game. I remember some stuff, but I don't remember everything. It was a fortune sphere, which is what you use to unlock luck spheres in the sphere grid. Which that means I can end up going, which I decide to end up double checking, which I can go into orange and then go down. If you see down at the bottom of the screen, he has a luck sphere that needs to be hit, and I can end up hitting it with the luck nod. I can end up using it, that fortune sphere. And then I found a Waka.
Coming down to the old road was a mistake. You can't run a business with no customers. Say, can I interest you in something?
I decided to give him some gil. We're getting
Spare
to the
some
point
change,
where
right?
it really matters of where we end up giving him it. I did some, was over here doing some math, and I was like, well, I've already given 31.28. And I like even numbers on mine. And I was thinking, I need to get at least 10 G's, and we should be good, right? So I was like, well, why don't I just give him 36, and then maybe 12? And I was like, well, I might actually need that kind of dough. I only need to give him 7, in all actuality. So, I decided to end up doing that instead. So I gave him 7,036. No, 8. I gave him 8. So I just over the cap.
Coming down to the... You can't run a...
And I wanted to see what he had. He had all the same stuff, so it's not any big
Sure are a lot of crusaders about. I wonder what
need
they're up
for it
to.
right now. Because I'm pretty maxed out. I didn't have to use any. I didn't get hit at all in that last battle. I know there was one more chest around here. Mars Crest. And I don't think there was another feather nearby. I think it was the last one. So I decided to go back. I wonder if there's any Albed written on those buildings. I'll have to check that in the next episode. But I decided I was going to end up going back to the shop because I had a new Albed primer and I like to get it comprised with the rest of the dictionary. So I decided to head back there before I end up moving on. I know, 3 episodes in a row, same location, just cannot get off this high road. But it's one of those things I'm trying to prep as much as possible because I know what the battle to come. The battle that's to come really put me and my brothers in a straight to end up getting through, and it was grueling if you're not prepared. And like I said, I want this to be leisurely. It's not like I'm doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke like I would normally do. I mean, I don't want this to be something that I feel like I have to get out and actually get done. Even though it's my project, I plan on it. But, take my time, get through it, and all. That's what I'm trying to say. Well, without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, even with my commentary and all that. And I hope to see you guys in the next episode. If you did end up liking the episode, make sure you end up hitting that like button down below. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.